SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
He'll keep it himself. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Riley. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Here's the pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Let's talk about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now improvising. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Picked off.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Alabama pushing the tempo. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's got 47 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass ball a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Turning it on. Running through contact. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first. Sneaks into the end zone.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Lowers those pads. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got
looking deep down the right side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. Quick step and go. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going deep. Brings it down on the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you could tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Troy. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab at the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. That Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the...
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on fourth down.
And you can draw these up on paper all you want, but executing them is such a different level. It's different guys doing different things that you've asked them to do. And right there, misfire on the pass, and this defense now sets their offense up with good field position.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Ball lofted up for grabs and is picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll do it himself. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though.
Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Riley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. The play fake. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell if his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keep...
Oh, he's got some space. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Touchdown time! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the second half. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Russell. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Here comes the heat. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive.
And into the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback adapted. Throwing on the run. Throws it in on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's got it on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Caught behind the line. It's Riley. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they'll fake it again. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lopez. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Slithers into space. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the 1st down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, he can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, everybody's happy.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
It's complete to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Cowboys are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just flushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Floating away. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. I wouldn't call this punt formation, but these guys don't always punt it. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the back. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete to the right. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the 1st down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take off. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the...
There he goes! Knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Lopez. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Quick strike complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback extends the play. Grab near the marker is Carney. Saving every precious second out of bounds with 24 ticks to go. It'll be first down.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the third interception of the night. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.